Did you know that recognizing subtle signs of approaching life's end can profoundly change how we cherish the precious days we have left with those we love? As we age, our bodies begin to speak to us in a quiet yet unmistakable language. Understanding these signs isn't about fear or sadness, it's about embracing each moment, living fully, and making every remaining day meaningful. After spending decades navigating life's challenges, joys, and sorrows, many of us, elderly Americans in our golden years, can reflect and deeply understand how precious and limited our time truly is. Having spoken with countless older adults, caregivers, and healthcare experts, I want to share with you the 6 most genuine, real-life signs that indicate someone you care deeply about may be approaching their final days. Recognizing these signs early can help you offer compassionate care, ease discomfort, and make the remaining time filled with warmth, dignity, and love. 1. Significant and persistent loss of appetite. One of the most subtle yet profound signals that a loved one is nearing life's final chapter is a noticeable and persistent loss of appetite. Eating, something we've always associated with health, joy, family gatherings, and meaningful conversation, begins to lose its importance in the eyes and body of someone preparing to leave us. It's heartbreaking, yet deeply meaningful to recognize this quiet shift because it isn't merely physical. It's the body's gentle way of telling us it's starting to let go. When a parent, grandparent, or cherished friend who once delighted in home-cooked meals suddenly has little or no interest in food, it's easy to feel confused, hurt, or even helpless. But understand this, the loss of appetite at this critical stage is not a sign of giving up or of despair. Rather, it's the body's inherent wisdom naturally redirecting energy toward preserving essential functions and gently beginning the peaceful transition that lies ahead. I've witnessed loved ones surrounded by family, unable or unwilling to taste foods they once cherished, and it stirred profound emotions. Yet, with time and reflection, I came to realize something deeply comforting. The nourishment they truly seek at this stage is no longer nutritional, but emotional and spiritual. Food at these sacred moments is often less significant than a tender hand squeeze, a comforting word, or simply being quietly present, offering companionship, love, and understanding. This moment offers us the powerful opportunity not only to accept this subtle but meaningful shift, but also to redefine how we nurture someone we love deeply. Instead of focusing solely on the plate left untouched, we begin to focus on nurturing their spirit through conversation, reassurance, and quiet acts of love. You can offer small tastes of favorite foods or comforting drinks without pressure, making each bite about comfort, warmth, and dignity rather than nutritional necessity. This loss of appetite gently reminds us of life's impermanence, highlighting the preciousness of each remaining day. It teaches us that what truly nourishes the human soul at life's end isn't the food we eat, but the meaningful connections and memories we share. Your loving presence, understanding, and acceptance bring peace to the elderly person you cherish, communicating a deeper truth that food can no longer convey, that they are profoundly valued, deeply loved, and never alone. As difficult as this change might feel, it invites us all into deeper awareness. It gently challenges us to listen more closely, to cherish each quiet moment, and to savor time spent together in ways that transcend mere eating. Embracing this insight allows us to appreciate not only what we place upon the table, but more importantly, what we place into the heart and soul of someone approaching life's gentle conclusion. But appetite isn't the only subtle signal to watch for. There's another powerful sign, equally gentle and easily overlooked. that reveals even more about the journey ahead, and it might just change how you spend these precious remaining days. 2. Extreme fatigue and increased sleep. Another poignant sign that gently signals the approach of life's final days is extreme fatigue, accompanied by a growing need for sleep. It often begins subtly. An elderly parent or dear friend who once delighted in engaging conversations or daily routines suddenly becomes overwhelmingly tired, needing more and more rest. Tasks, once simple and enjoyable, like walking to the mailbox or sitting up for a family gathering, start to feel like monumental challenges, leaving them exhausted and yearning for quiet repose. At first, it's easy to mistake this profound fatigue as merely age related tiredness or a passing phase. Yet, upon closer observation, we begin to recognize the true nature of this change. It's the body's graceful and delicate process of conserving precious energy, signaling that the physical journey is entering its final stages. It's not about weakness or surrender, rather, it's a silent call from within, urging respect for rest, calm, and tranquility. Witnessing someone we deeply cherish become increasingly withdrawn into sleep can stir powerful emotions. It's natural to feel helpless, longing to revive their previous vitality. But it's vital to understand that in these tender moments, rest becomes more than mere physical recuperation. It transforms into a profound form of emotional and spiritual preparation. This fatigue is not a defeat. It's the gentle embrace of a body and soul seeking peaceful release after a long journey filled with life's richness, trials, and joys. As caregivers and companions, we have a profound opportunity here, not to encourage greater activity, but to compassionately honor the need for rest. By creating quiet, comforting spaces filled with warmth and soft touches, we silently communicate our unwavering love and deep respect. Each gentle moment we share, even in silence, speaks louder than words, filling their heart with reassurance and their spirit with peace. Our simple acts of patience, sitting beside them quietly, gently adjusting blankets, or lightly holding their hand, become treasured connections that transcend fatigue, forging memories that will stay with us forever. Understanding this deep fatigue reminds us profoundly of life's precious impermanence. It calls upon us to savor every interaction, no matter how quiet or brief, and to accept lovingly the body's natural rhythms. In these moments of stillness, we often find a depth of love and closeness more powerful than any vibrant interaction could ever offer. It teaches us that life's true value isn't measured by how much we accomplish or how actively we engage, but by the tenderness, dignity, and love we share, even in silence, even in rest. Yet, as deeply moving as this shift towards fatigue and rest can be, there's another subtle yet powerful sign that quietly emerges, one that affects not only the body but also the mind and spirit. Understanding this next gentle shift can profoundly change how you connect with your loved ones in their most vulnerable, intimate moments. 3. Noticeable cognitive decline and withdrawal. One of the most touching yet often misunderstood signs that a loved one is gently approaching life's final stage is a noticeable cognitive decline and emotional withdrawal. At first, it can manifest subtly, perhaps as forgetfulness, slight confusion in familiar settings, or pauses during conversation that were not present before. Over time, it deepens, and someone once vibrant and communicative may become quiet, withdrawn, and increasingly detached from their surroundings. Witnessing this change is profoundly emotional. It's natural to feel sadness, confusion, and even a sense of loss, as if your loved one is slipping away long before they physically depart. Yet it's crucial to recognize that this withdrawal isn't a rejection or intentional detachment. Rather, it's the mind and soul preparing gently for transition. As the body gradually conserves its resources, the brain receives less nourishment, prompting these cognitive shifts. Emotionally, the elderly person begins to turn inward, quietly reflecting on their lifetime's journey and intuitively beginning to let go of the outer world. This stage of withdrawal offers an extraordinary opportunity, one that asks us to step back from trying to force our loved ones into conversation or activities, and instead simply be present alongside them. As speech fades, meaningful communication can take on new, beautiful forms. A soft touch, a knowing smile, gentle eye contact. These become powerful, silent conversations that express love, understanding, and comfort more eloquently than words ever could. Your gentle acceptance and compassionate presence reassure your loved one that they're safe, loved, and respected exactly as they are, without pressure or expectation. Each quiet moment you spend by their side sends a profound message of unconditional love. As memories fade, it becomes less about recalling shared experiences and more about savoring these peaceful moments together, acknowledging their life as deeply valuable, worthy, and cherished. Understanding cognitive decline as a natural and sacred process can profoundly shift our interactions and reactions. Instead of struggling to maintain clarity or restore the person we once knew, we gracefully honor who they are becoming in these delicate moments. Our presence and gentle patience allow them to navigate this emotional and cognitive withdrawal with dignity and calmness, knowing they're supported by love, even when clarity wanes. Yet, just as we've begun to grasp the gentle beauty hidden within these changes, another profound sign arises, this time deeply physical, quietly demanding our attentive compassion. Recognizing and understanding this next subtle indication can transform how you care for and comfort someone during life's tenderest chapter. 4. Recurrent infections and slow healing. A particularly subtle yet unmistakably powerful sign that your loved one is quietly approaching the end of life's journey is the recurrence of infections and a noticeable slowing of the body's natural healing process. At first, it may seem merely coincidental, a minor cold, an easily dismissed cough, or perhaps a stubborn bruise that doesn't quite heal as swiftly as it once did. Gradually, however, these seemingly minor issues become increasingly frequent and more persistent, quietly revealing the deeper truth of the body's gentle transition. When an elderly individual repeatedly struggles with infections, such as pneumonia, urinary tract infections, or recurring skin issues, it signifies more than just a weakened immune system. It signals that their body is lovingly shifting its energy toward conserving rather than repairing. Small wounds, once healed within days, now linger, taking weeks or even months to fade, leaving visible traces of the body's quiet retreat. This subtle but profound change can evoke deep emotional reactions in caregivers and family members who may initially feel confused, helpless, or even frustrated by repeated medical interventions that yield diminishing results. Yet, within this seemingly difficult reality lies a tender invitation, the opportunity to shift our focus from aggressive medical treatment toward compassionate, comforting care. It gently teaches us that sometimes healing is no longer about curing illness, but rather about providing emotional warmth, dignity, and tenderness to someone who has journeyed through life's peaks and valleys and now deserves gentle reassurance and loving presence more than ever. At this tender stage, our role as caregivers, friends, or family transforms profoundly. We become guardians of comfort, quietly easing discomfort, soothing pain, and providing emotional strength. Simple gestures such as gentle skin care, comfortable clothing, warm blankets, and soothing companionship replace aggressive treatments as our greatest acts of love. This is a deeply sacred shift, allowing us to offer care focused on dignity rather than restoration, peace rather than struggle. Understanding the deeper message behind these recurrent infections and delayed healing offers a sense of serenity and acceptance. It helps us move beyond frustration toward a graceful acknowledgement of life's impermanence, fostering an environment where the elderly person can experience genuine peace and dignity in their final days. This recognition can profoundly deepen the bond between caregiver and cared for, creating memories filled with compassion and respect. Yet, as meaningful and profound as these physical changes are, there's another gentle yet deeply telling sign, one that involves subtle but significant shifts in breathing and circulation. This next signal quietly demands our compassionate understanding as it holds a powerful message about what your loved one truly needs as they approach their journey's most delicate chapter. 5. Marked changes in breathing patterns and circulation. Among the most delicate and deeply profound signals that someone you hold dear is nearing the close of life's journey are noticeable changes in breathing and circulation. At first, these shifts may be subtle, perhaps just moments where breathing seems slower, quieter, or more shallow than usual. Gradually, though, these episodes become more frequent, more defined, punctuated by long pauses or irregular breaths that speak softly of the body's careful preparation for a peaceful farewell. Witnessing someone you love experience these changes can stir deep emotions. It may provoke anxiety, confusion, or sadness as you wonder if there's something more you could do. Yet, it's vital to understand these shifts not as distressing symptoms, but as natural and graceful processes. As the body begins to slow, its primary focus becomes the preservation of the most vital organs. Blood circulation gently recedes from extremities like hands, feet, and face, resulting in cooler, sometimes bluish or pale skin. While this can appear troubling, it's a gentle indication that the heart and lungs are slowly reducing their effort, conserving precious energy. Understanding this powerful truth invites you into an intimate, sacred role, one of comforter, protector, and gentle companion. Instead of attempting to reverse these natural changes, your presence provides profound comfort through simple yet meaningful gestures. Quietly sitting beside your loved one, lightly touching their hand, speaking softly, or simply offering a peaceful, reassuring presence provides the deepest comfort imaginable. Each gentle act reinforces to them that they're not alone in their delicate transition, enveloping them in the warmth of companionship and unconditional love. Breathing irregularities, like the gentle rhythm known as Cheney-Stokes respiration, characterized by cycles of rapid breathing followed by prolonged pauses, may initially alarm family members who witness them for the first time. Yet even this, once understood, is a natural part of the peaceful process unfolding. The body is quietly and respectfully withdrawing, making space for tranquility and readiness for the profound journey ahead. As caregivers, friends, or family, understanding these profound shifts frees us from the distress of attempting intervention, enabling us instead to focus entirely on comfort, dignity, and emotional support. It grants us permission to fully embrace moments of stillness, to cherish silence as deeply as conversation, and to let our presence speak a language of love, respect, and peace louder than words ever could. Yet, even as you become attuned to these deeply physical signs, another profound and quietly powerful indicator is emerging, one that speaks directly to the heart and soul beyond the physical. Recognizing this next subtle yet deeply significant emotional shift may forever change how you view and cherish the final chapter in your loved one's life, bringing meaning and grace to even the smallest moments together. 6. Profound emotional or spiritual shifts. Perhaps the most deeply moving and meaningful sign indicating someone you cherish is nearing their life's conclusion comes not from the body, but rather from profound shifts within their heart and soul. Often in the quiet days or weeks preceding their final moments, individuals begin to experience significant emotional and spiritual transformations. They may seem reflective, expressing thoughts and feelings they've never shared before, or recalling deeply personal memories from long ago with remarkable clarity. Conversations may gently turn toward forgiveness, gratitude, reconciliation, or simply peaceful acceptance, expressions born from a place of profound inner reflection. Witnessing these emotional shifts is a uniquely powerful and sacred experience. It's natural for family and friends to feel surprised, even overwhelmed by the sudden openness and vulnerability that surfaces. The elderly loved one, now fully aware that life's journey is nearing completion, often feels a deep and compelling urge to express love, resolve regrets, or reconnect spiritually. In these precious moments, relationships once strained can be gently healed, misunderstandings can dissolve, and love can be shared with unprecedented sincerity. It's essential, as someone close to them, to recognize these spiritual or emotional changes as opportunities for profound healing and meaningful connection. When they speak metaphorically, perhaps about going home, traveling, or seeing departed loved ones, it's not confusion or imagination, but rather a gentle preparation of their spirit. It's their heart quietly signaling readiness to embark on their most sacred journey. Your willingness to sit quietly with them, to listen openly, and to respond lovingly can offer immense comfort, reassurance, and peace. During these intimate exchanges, your role evolves profoundly. You become more than just a caregiver or companion. You become a confidant, a witness to their life's deepest truths, entrusted with their most personal reflections. By honoring their emotions, acknowledging their words with genuine presence, you allow them to express their truth freely and authentically, ensuring they feel truly heard, validated, and cherished. Understanding this spiritual shift transforms our perspective on the final chapter of life, offering comfort and grace rather than fear or resistance. It gently teaches us that death is not just an ending, but a powerful culmination of a meaningful life, where reconciliation, love, and peace can bloom beautifully, even in life's twilight moments. When embraced fully, these profound emotional transformations can offer a depth of human connection that transcends everyday experience, leaving lasting imprints on your heart long after they've gone. Yet, even as we feel we've come to understand these final emotional shifts, there's something more, something deeper, yet wonderfully practical, that still awaits your discovery. What if, after recognizing these powerful signs, you had the wisdom and insights to transform this awareness into the most meaningful experience possible? What if you knew exactly how to create comfort, dignity, and warmth in every remaining moment? The answer to this gentle yet profound question awaits you in what comes next. Embracing life's final chapter with grace, love, and meaning. Recognizing these gentle yet powerful signs isn't about dwelling in sadness or resignation. It's about embracing life's delicate final chapter with profound compassion and understanding. When we learn to notice and accept the subtle messages our loved ones convey, we begin to see the extraordinary beauty hidden within the quiet moments we share. Each interaction, no matter how brief or simple, becomes a treasured opportunity to offer reassurance, dignity, and unconditional love. By truly understanding these signs, we empower ourselves to transform uncertainty into meaningful presence, making each remaining day profoundly valuable. In those final quiet exchanges, where words may fail but hearts speak clearly, we find life's ultimate truth. Our presence, patience, and gentle acceptance become our greatest gifts. And long after those we love have peacefully departed, these tender moments stay with us forever, comforting reminders of the extraordinary power of human connection, dignity, and grace. Ultimately, knowing these signs allows us to walk alongside our loved ones confidently, offering them the greatest gift possible: peaceful, loving companionship until their last gentle breath, leaving behind not just memories, but a legacy of deep love and meaningful compassion. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.